What's up, yogis? Welcome back to the channel. Okay, we've got a 30-minute quick detox flow for you. So, something that's accessible regardless of the level that you're currently in. So, just make sure you have some props with you. Blocks would be handy for certain poses. Otherwise, just enjoy this little energy boost that you can take any time of the day, whether it's first thing in the morning, maybe something in the midday, or maybe something in the evening. So, enjoy and have fun. Have a good sweat. Now let's begin our practice today by coming to sit into your Baddha Konasana, butterfly legs, bringing the soles of the feet together. Hands are holding on to your feet. Sitting tall here, we want to keep our back flat throughout this pose. Inhale. Exhale as you take a halfway fold forward. Inhale, coming back up. Exhale, find another halfway fold here, flat back. Last set, inhale all the way back up. Exhale, you can either stay in your halfway fold or maybe release your elbows down forward onto the mat. Or maybe another option would be to go all the way down, bringing your forehead down onto the mat. But it's not necessary. Just notice how your inner thighs, your groins are feeling here and take a couple of breaths. Know that it's okay to be staying in option 1 or option 2 is completely fine. And now from here, slowly start to make your way back up. Prop your fingers behind you. Keep your Baddha Konasana legs as you come down to lay onto your back. We're in a recline Supta Baddha Konasana right now. Get comfortable here. Release your hands onto the sides of your hips. You can open up your hands wide and start to find stillness here, tuning into your breath and just trying to find a rhythm of breath here that you can use throughout the next 30 minutes of your practice. Now notice how your body is feeling today. The most obvious part would be your hips as you lay back in your Supta Baddha Konasana reclined butterfly. Notice how your lower body is feeling, and then taking the attention upwards towards maybe your back, maybe your shoulders, the back of your head, your neck. Just take notice of how the body is feeling today. Just a couple more breaths here. Now start to find movements coming back into your physical body. Draw the knees together. Feet are still on the mat. Take your time here. Now crossing your right leg completely over the left. You're going to shift the hips towards the right and then dropping both knees to the left. Open up your hands to a T. Turn your head in the opposite direction. So take a few breaths here, enjoying a spinal twist. Now start to unravel from the twist. Now you're going to bring that right ankle over your left knee, coming into a reclined figure 4. You can use your right hand just to push that right knee open a little bit, but that's not necessary. Just notice how the body feels. And slowly from here, you're going to bring the knees up to the chest. Your right hand through that little triangle space between your legs, interlace with the left hand behind the left knee and pull the knees in close. Keep your lower back grounded as much as you can. And now from here, you're going to release that left foot down onto the mat. Right hand is going to grab hold of the outer edge of your right foot. Draw the right knee out to the side into your half happy baby. Now that left leg can either be bent with the foot on the mat or option to straighten out the leg. So the moment you do that, the hip might be turning out. So use your left hand, place it on the left hip. Make sure that the hip is still pressing down towards your mat. Activate both of your feet here. Flex your toes. And slowly bring the knees back into your chest. Give yourself a hug, maybe rocking the spine to the left and to the right. Take your time here. And now we're going to change sides. Your left leg crossing over the right completely. Shifting the hips over to the left slightly, and let's drop both knees over to the right. Open up your hands to a T once more, taking a twist. Your gaze goes over to the left. Your left shoulder is grounding down here. Take a couple breaths in your twist. And now make your way back to center. That left ankle crosses over the right knee. Maybe the left hand is pushing that knee open a little bit, but again, it's not necessary. Just notice how the body feels. And from here, drawing both knees into the chest, you're going to bring that left hand through that little triangle space between the legs, and then interlace with your right hand behind the right knee. Pull the knees in close to the chest. Stay here with your lower back grounded. And now return the right foot down onto the mat. Coming into your half happy baby, left hand grab hold of the outer edge of your left foot. Drive the knee close down to the left side of your mat. It doesn't need to be all the way down. And then your other leg, that right leg, can be still bent on the mat or straighten out the leg. Make sure that right hip doesn't turn open, so use your right hand to guide the hip down and stay for a couple breaths. Just notice the difference between the both sides if there's any. And very slowly release. Bring the knees back into your chest. Rock the spine out once more. Take time here to release any tension or any compression in your back. And now bring your hands to the back of your knees. Rock and roll the length of your spine. Take your time here, at least 3 times. After 3 rocks, we're going to make our way up to sit in a cross-legged position or one foot in front of the other. Getting comfortable here, sitting tall. Maybe a couple breaths here just to get grounded. Now both hands up to the ceiling. Inhale, let's twist over to the right. Exhale, your left hand on top of your right knee, right hand behind you. Now keep your left hand exactly where it is and bring your right arm up and overhead for a side body stretch. Make sure the chest is lifted, don't collapse. And now from here, we're going to bring that right palm down by the side of your right hip. This time your left hand up and overhead. Your left side body is opening up this time. Your gaze turns up to the ceiling. Come back to center, both arms up to the ceiling. Inhale, let's twist to the left. Exhale, your right hand onto your left knee, left hand behind you for support. Stay in the twist. Now keep your right hand on the knee. Your left hand goes up and overhead. Find that side body stretch over the left side of the body. Now changing sides, you're going to bring your left hand down by the side of your left hip and your right arm goes up overhead. Feeling the stretch over the right side of the body this time. And slowly release. Come back to center. Both hands are reaching up overhead. Exhale, bring your palms forward and down. Come up into your tabletop position, all fours. Adjust your hands, your feet, and your knees here. When you're ready, we're going to take cat-cow. Inhale to arch the back, gaze up. Exhale to curl, press down through the hands around the back. Inhale, open up, arching, gazing up. Exhale, draw the belly in, press down through the hands, look down. Inhale to open up and arch. Exhale to scoop the belly in, keep pressing down through the palms here. You're going to stay for a little bit. Keep your toes curled under, maybe hover the knees 2 inches off the mat. Stay here. Now you're going to bring your right foot behind your right wrist, left foot behind the left wrist. Lower the hips into your squat malasana. Bring your hands to the center of your heart. You're going to find a little bit of movement here just to ease into the hips. Take your time. No rush. Notice how your body feels. Going for a twist, release your right fingertips down and your left hand goes up. See if you can open up through the left hand. Gaze follows. And changing side. Now your left hand is down, right hand goes up. Open up through the chest. Stay here. And now release down. You're going to lift the hips up. Keep your fingertips down from here. Let's take a halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. One more time. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale to fold. Now take your time around the spine all the way up. Hands up to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, bring the hands to your heart. Inhale, reach the hands up to the ceiling. When you're ready, exhale, fold all the way down. And take a half lift. Inhale. Exhale, going to step back into your high plank. Dropping the knees down, chest and chin down on your exhale. Inhale to slide forward, cobra pose. Exhale, come into your first downward facing dog. Position your hands, position your feet. Take your time here, breathing into your downward facing dog. Now you're going to shorten your distance of your down dog by about 1 step. Bring the feet in slightly, going for a twist. Right hand grabs hold of your left ankle. Go for a twist. See if you can spot the ceiling from underneath your left armpit. Stay here. And slowly release. We're going to change sides. Left hand over to your right ankle. Use the strength of your arms to pull and take a twist. Spot the ceiling if you can underneath your right armpit. Very slowly release. Bring your feet back to your regular down dog stance. Take your time to adjust. And from here, look forward. Take a slow walk to come all the way to the top of your mat. Your feet will land in between your palms here. Take your time, no rush. When you're there, halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold on your exhale. One more time here. Inhale, take a flat back. Exhale to fold. Soften the knees, coming all the way up, hands up overhead. Inhale, and let's fold all the way down. Exhale. Halfway lift here on your inhale. Exhale, you're going to step back into your high plank again. Stay here on your inhale. This time, chaturanga down. Exhale. Upward facing dog on your inhale. Open up the chest. Exhale, back into your downward facing dog. And stay here, couple of breaths. All right, leg goes up into your three-legged dog. You're going to open up into your scorpion tail. So bend the right knee gets up to the ceiling. Open up the hip and stay. Look forward, right knee will cross over to the left armpit. Extend the leg across to the left. Take your left hand up into your fallen triangle. Make sure back foot is grounding down. Stay here for a moment. Nothing changes. Look down. You're just going to lower the hips down. When you're ready, come right back up into your fallen triangle. Open up the chest. Lower down again. Take it up into your fallen triangle. Lower down. Drop the hips down. And open back up into your fallen triangle. Look down, bring your left palm down, make your way back into your downward facing dog. Catch your breath. Feel free to still find movement in your down dog, yeah? Now look forward, step your feet forward to the top of your mat. Take a half lift, inhale, forward fold, exhale. One more time, inhale, lengthen. Exhale to fold. Soften the knees, rolling up. Inhale, hands up overhead. Exhale, let's forward fold. Take it down. Halfway lift. Inhale. And exhale. When you're ready, step back into your high plank. Take an inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga, lower down. Upward facing dog on your inhale. Downward facing dog on your exhale. Catch a couple of breaths. Now this time, take your left leg up into three-legged, bend the knee, scorpion tail. Open up your left hip, left knee reaches up to the ceiling. Look forward, cross the knee over to the right. When you're ready, extend the leg out to the right, take fallen triangle. Right hand goes up and overhead. When you're ready, lower the hips down and come right back up into your fallen triangle. Lower the hips down again. And push back up, fallen triangle. From here, look down, bring your right palm down, make your way back into your downward facing dog. Stay here. Catch your breath. And look forward. You're going to step your way to the top of your mat again once more. Take your halfway lift. Inhale, forward fold to exhale. One more time. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to fold. Coming all the way up, reach your hands up. Inhale. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Catch your breath here. Yeah, feel free to take a sip of water. You can even pause this video. Now let's come into a chair pose from here. Send your hips back. Make sure you're keeping a flat back here. As you sit back into your heels, stay in your chair pose. Utkatasana. Come all the way up to stand. Your left knee comes into the chest. Flex your left toes. When you're ready, step your left leg all the way back. Release the knee down. Release the toes. In your crescent moon, inhale, hands are reaching up. Exhale, we twist to the right. Open up your hands to a T. Your gaze follows your right back fingers. Stay here. Catch your breath. Going for a mini back bend. Sending your left hand up and overhead. Right hand tracks down the back thigh. You're still twisting to the right here. Straight into your simple twist. Left palm down top of the mat. Back knee off the mat as your right hand reaches up. Gaze follows your right fingers. Look down for balance. We're coming up into your revolve half moon. You're going to lift that back leg off the mat, still twisting to the right here. Bottom hand, left hand can be propped up onto a block if you need more space. When you're ready, come back down into your simple twist. Ground your left palm. You're still twisting and looking up to your right fingers. And now look down. We're going to find our way back into one-legged plank. Right leg to hover and take your one-legged chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, make your way back into your downward facing dog. Take a couple of breaths here. And now look forward, bending your knees. Take a light hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. One more time. Inhale to lengthen halfway. Exhale to take your fold. Now coming up, let's come back into your chair pose. Bend the knees, sit the hips back, checking that you can still spot your toes from where you are. If you can't send the hips back, stay in your chair pose. And now come up to stand, right knee to the chest this time. Keep your toes active. And stepping that right leg all the way back. Release the knee down, release the toes. Inhale, hands up, crescent moon. Exhale, now we twist to the left. Open your hands to a T. Your gaze follows your left finger. Stay here. Going for a mini back bend. Right hand up this time, left hand down the back thigh. Don't lose the twist. You're still open to the left. Straight into your simple twist. Right palm comes down, back knees off the mat. Left hand up, gaze follows your left fingers. Looking down to find balance, revolve half moon. Lifting that back leg up off the mat. As you're still twisting to the left, gaze follows your left fingers. Bottom right hand can be on a block for a bit more space. Come back down into your simple twist. Release the lifted leg down. And you're still open up towards that left finger. Stay here. And now look down. Let's find your way back into your one-legged plank. Left leg to hover. Inhale. One-legged chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Inhale. Come back into your downward facing dog. Exhale. Catch your breath. Now look forward, inhale, exhale, hop to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale, forward fold, exhale. One more time, inhale, exhale to fold. Keep your knees soft, rolling up to stand, hands up overhead, inhale, and bring your hands down to your heart, exhale. Take a moment if you need to, or coming back straight into your chair pose, sitting back into your heels again once more. Up to stand, left knee to the chest. Balance on your right leg. Stay here. Left toes active. And now you're going to cross your left ankle over the right knee. Come into your figure four chair. Sit back into your chair pose. Stay. Now bring that knee up into the chest again. Stand tall and step that left leg all the way back. Keep the back knee lifted this time into your high lunge, and then take a twist to the right. Open up your hands to a T once more. Look back to your right fingers. Stay here. Take a mini back bend. Left hand goes up overhead. Right hand down the back thigh, still twisting to the right. Simple twist. Bring your left palm down. Right hand gets up to the ceiling. Your gaze follows your right fingers. Revolve half moon once more. Lift the back leg up. You're still twisting to the right. Bottom hand again can be propped up onto a block if you need a little bit more height. Otherwise, stay where you are. Still twisting. Look up to your right hand. Now from here, look down. You're going to bring that back knee to tap the front knee. Fingertips are down onto the mat. Now change side. Half moon this time. Your left hip is open. Left hand gets up to the ceiling. Bottom hand is your right hand, which can be propped up onto a block. Stay here. Release down into your warrior two with control. Inhale. Exhale, stay in your warrior two. You can adjust your stance if you need to. Now let's take your reverse warrior. Right hand up and overhead, left hand down the back thigh. Keep the bend in your front knee. Straighten that front leg into your reverse triangle. Still keep the reverse shape. Stay here. And now from here, tick-tock the body forward into your triangle pose. Right hand comes down onto the shin, the block, or onto the mat as your left hand reaches up. Don't collapse the chest. Look down from here. We're going to take your simple twist, left palm down, back heel off the mat. Right hand goes up. Take a breath. And now look down. We find our way back into your one-legged plank and one-legged chaturanga. Upward facing dog, inhale. Come back into your downward facing dog. Exhale, catch your breath. Look forward. Take a light hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, forward fold. One more time. Inhale, find a flat back. Exhale to fold. Come all the way up into your chair pose once more. Sitting back into your heels. Stay here, couple breaths. Now come up to stand. Right knee gets up into your chest. Flex your right foot. Standing tall. Figure four chair. Right ankle over the left knee. You're going to sit back into your chair shape here. Stay. When you're ready, come back up to stand. Bring the knee up to the chest and step that right leg all the way back into your high lunge. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, we twist to the left. Open up your hands to a T. Your gaze will follow your left fingers. Stay here. Mini back bend. Right hand gets up overhead. Left hand down the back thigh. You're still twisting the body over to the left. Moving on to simple twist. Bring your right palm down. Left hand up to the ceiling. All right, balancing section of the flow here. Coming up into your revolve half moon. Back leg off the mat. Nothing else changes. You're still looking up and twisting up towards your left. And your bottom hand can prop up against the block if you need to. And now from here, look down. Back knee taps behind the front knee. Release your fingertips down. Let's change into your half moon. This time your left hand is down as you open up the hip to the right. Right hand reaches up. Open up that right hip, flex the right foot. Maybe gaze up. Find your balance. Now warrior two with control. Inhale here. Exhale, find your warrior two. You can adjust when you're there. Take your time. Inhale. Exhale. Let's find your reverse warrior. Left hand up and overhead. Right hand tracks down the back thigh. Keep the front knee bent. And now straighten into your front leg. Reverse your triangle. Still opening up the side of the body. Now tick-tock forward into your triangle pose. Left hand down the shin, the blocker onto the mat as your right hand gets up and overhead. Stay here. Let's find your simple twist. Right palm gets down, pick up your back heel. Left hand up, gaze follows your left fingers. And now step back into your one-legged plank. Left leg hovers, inhale. One-legged chaturanga, exhale. Upward facing dog on your inhale. Back to your downward facing, exhale. Catch your breath here. Take your time. Realign in your downward facing dog. Now look forward. Take a light hop when you're ready. Inhale, halfway lift when you're there. Exhale, forward fold. One more time. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale to fold. Soft bend in your knees, around all the way up, hands up to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Take a moment here. This is a break. Have some water. Wipe down your sweat. Anything that you need to do here to adjust, feel free. You can walk out the legs as well. Just preparing for your one last flow in this class. When you're ready, let's come back into standing tall, Tadasana, hands to your heart. Alrighty, coming back into chair pose, Utkatasana. Sitting back into your heels. Draw your tailbone down, stay here. Now bring your hands to your heart center. We're going to twist over to the right side so your left elbow hooks outside of the right knee, checking that your knees are still pointing towards the front and not turning out. Stay here, press down through your palms. Let's go a little deeper. You're going to bring that left shoulder, left armpit across to the right completely. Open up the hands. Stay here. Maybe look up to your top hand here. Stay for a moment. And now let's work towards your side crow. Release both of your palms down over to the right side as you shift the hips forward here. Maybe 1 foot, maybe 2, doesn't matter. Just find a little bit of hang time in your arm balance. And come back, take a forward fold. Take a moment here, walk out the legs if you need to. When you're ready, come back into your chair pose. Hands up to the ceiling, by the side of your ear. Stay here, sitting back into your chair pose. Now bring your hands to the center of your heart once more. We now twist over to the left side. Right elbow outside of the left knee. Press down through your palms. Deepen the twist. Now let's get a little deeper into the twist. Your entire right side of the chest is twisting over to the left. When you've done that, open up your hands. Look up to your left fingers. Now let's try side crow on this side. Release both palms down over to the left. Shift your hips forward. Make sure you're shifting into your chaturanga arms in order to get a lift. 1 foot is good enough, maybe 2. When you're ready and done, take your forward fold. Now feel free to pause this video if you're still trying out the side crow, So take your time here. If you're ready to come back, let's take a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. One more time, inhale. Exhale, fold, and take your vinyasa cycle through. Find your way back into your downward facing dog. And take your time. Feel free to work on your side crow in your own time. You can pause this video and come back into the cool down whenever you're ready. For the rest of you, in your downward facing dog, you're going to hop or step forward into sit. So cross your ankles, sit down. And from here, we're going to lie all the way down onto the mat. Cooling down, draw the knees into your chest. Maybe rocking the spine here from left to right. Any tension in your back, find a bit of release here. And now you're going to cross your right leg over the left again, like we did at the start of class. Now this time, you're going to hold on to the feet, all right? So opposite hand, opposite feet. And start to rock the spine here, closing down the hips. Keep your lower back grounded as much as you can. And now release. We're going to switch sides, left over the right. Make it tight, and then grab hold of opposite feet, So your left hand holding the right foot, right hand holding the left foot, and sway. Rock the spine as long as you need to. And when you're ready, just bring the knees back into the chest. Release the crossing. Extend your legs long as your mat. Right, coming down into your Shavasana here, getting comfortable. Open up your hands, open up your feet. Make sure the whole back of your body is comfortable. From the back of your head to your neck, to the back of your shoulders, the entire back line of your body. Upper back, middle back, lower back, down to your hips, the back of your thighs, the back of your shins, your ankles and your feet. Whole bodies relax down onto the mat. Take as long as you need in your Shavasana here. When you're ready to come out, you're going to start to move your fingers, move your toes really slowly. Maybe shake your head from side to side. And in your own time, bring the knees into your chest. Give yourself a big hug or rock the spine here from left to right. Take your time here as long as you need. Come to lay onto any side of your mat with your eyes still closed. Stay here for a moment. And now pressing down into your palm, coming up to sit into any comfortable seat. Your choice here, adjusting anything you need to. And then coming into stillness with your palms resting on top of your knees. Take a few breaths here. Let's bring your hands up to the center of your forehead. Take an inhale. Exhale, bow all the way down. Thank you so much for practicing with us. Have a great day, great evening. Wherever you are, whatever time of day it is, namaste.